Woke up late this morning, stumbled out of bed, grabbed the morning paper, an article I read. Breakfast was a cigarette and coffee black and cold, a spread of some orange marmalade on toast that's 3 days old. I get so lonely, but I'll get by. It's just an empty kind of feeling that I have inside. Will I stay lonely? It's hard to say. I'll just keep on until I find a better way. Go to work each weekday for what I'm not so sure. Old habits tend to linger, they go on like before. But since I started over, I have begun to see things are getting better, it may still work out for me. I get so lonely, but I'll get by. It's just an empty kind of feeling that I have inside. Will I stay lonely? It's hard to say. I'll just keep on until I find a better way.
Say it with me. Shopping for scrubs doesn't have to be hard. And thanks to Scrubs and Beyond, with their expert service, large assortment, and top brands like Landau, Grey's Anatomy, Skechers, Carhartt, and Koi, it's not. Stop by stores in Woodbridge, Selden, Staten Island, Totowa, or Carl Place. Or visit us online at scrubsandbeyond.com and take Buy New Scrubs and Accessories off your to-do list. Scrubs and Beyond, a healthcare professional's safe haven.
Anybody can say they're the best. At Midas, we guarantee it. With our free limited lifetime parts guarantee, the parts you buy are covered for as long as you own your vehicle. Free replacements on brake pads, shoes, shocks, and struts. With paid installation and tax. Midas, the best around.
Start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine.
It's Morning Madness.
Yeah, baby!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Started off another week. I hope you had a great weekend, and I will be helping you get acclimated to this last week of April, right? Not even a full week. May begins at the end of the week, so another month coming up, and we are going to be here until 8:30 bringing you the best in polka music. It's Morning Madness Breakfast with the Bastard.
Your day with joy and cheer, songs to make the mood so clear, dancing beats to hold you near. On Polka Radio we're here, news and weather coming through. just made for you. It's the Morning Madness Show. Feel the rhythm, feel the flow. Every tune you love to know on Polka Radio.
Oh, yeah. We have music coming up this morning by a band called Party Time, the Style Sticks, Crusade featuring Eddie Viegai, the Dynatones, and many more. So don't go anywhere, folks. We have a lot of music playing for you on this Monday morning.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, here we go with polka music, getting the week started off. We wrapped up the weekend last night, did an impromptu weekend wrap-up show at like 9 o'clock. But here is Eddie Blazonczyk Jr. and the Versatones, one called The General's Son.
Jestem ja synem generała, do wojska iść muszę. Nie smuć się, dziewczę, nie smuć się, nie, do ciebie powrócę. Już do wojska nie wołają i w mundurie ubierają. Raz, dwa, trzy, na lewo, prawo, bracie się cieszą już. Już do wojska nie wołają i w mundurie ubierają. Raz, dwa, trzy, na lewo, prawo, bracie się cieszą już. Nie dzisiaj nie, to sama spotkacie. Za 2 miesiące przegonię cię, to będzie z tobą źle. Jestem synem generała, to nie będzie ciężko mnie dostać rangę oficera. Będziesz się kłaniał mnie. Jestem synem generała, to nie będzie ciężko mnie dostać rangę oficera. Będziesz się kłaniał mnie.
Here on YouTube. Another week.
Where heritage meets harmony. Your favorite polka station on the web. You're listening to Polka Radio.
And we're going to take a little trip over to the South Side right now with Jimmy Kane's All-Star Band. It's a song called Southside Tony. Sounds like a mobster to me. I don't know. It might be, it might be a gangsta.
Rybeczka za wodą, ale ja nie pójdę dziewczyno za tobą. Nie pójdę za ciebie, bo mnie tak nie kupi. Jak ci Southside Antek jeszcze nie cię kupi. Bo ja się na tobie finanse natracił. Utro zamawiała, a ja głupi płacił. Potem się chodziła, ej tak jak okiem sobie mruga na swego Antosia.
Jimmy Cain's All-Star Band celebrating 50 years of polkas. And here's Kevin Altenberg and friends, Happy Widower. Hey, what other kind of widower is there, right?
Krakowiaka śpiewać, piękna to zabawa. 4 panny kochać, to najlepsza sprawa. 4 panny kochać, to najlepsza sprawa. Oj dydy, na polu orania. Pójdę do dziewczyny, do mego kochania. Pójdę do dziewczyny, do mego kochania. Albo się ożeni, albo się powiesi na tej ślubienicy, co chodzi w turnicy. Obiecał mi tata siwe konie sprawić, ale się mi nie dał dziewczynkami bawić, ale się mi nie dał dziewczynkami bawić. Księdzem być, powiadała mama, czemu zakonnicą nie została sama, czemu zakonnicą nie została sama. Albo się ożeni, albo się powiesi na tej ślubienicy, co chodzi z spódnicy. Ptaczek wesoł, choć on w polu żyje. I jabłomak wesoł, choć mnie bieda bije. I jabłomak wesoł, choć mnie bieda bije. Zalecałem ci się, czy wieczorem wdowie. Ona od radości chodziła na głowie. Ona od radości chodziła na głowie. Albo się ożeni, albo się powiesi na tej ślubienicy, co chodzi z spódnicy. Żebyś ty wiedziała, co ja sobie myślę, to byś przyszła do mnie, ukochałabyś mnie. To byś przyszła do mnie, ukochałabyś mnie. A ja ci se myślę, koraliki sprawić i chłopca ładnego, żebyś miała bawić. I chłopca ładnego, żebyś miała bawić. Hej!
It's a Sunday morning live lick.
From my album Polka Cruise. It's called Pretty Mariette. And it goes like this. Put your hands together and clap as loud as you can. Here's a tune that'll make the dance called Pretty Mariette. Oh, sing along with the song. Not my Pretty Mariette. She's the girl I
Hey, especially for our brother from another mother, Ricky Korkowski, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And some Eddie Blazonczyk and the Versatones taking you back to 1980 over at the Wildwood Polka Spree by the Sea. Much more up-tempo Eddie Blazonczyk and the Versatones. I think, Ricky, that was Bobby Ujima on the drums, so yeah, he often played a little quicker. We're going to bring you music right now from Frankie Lishka and Blue Magic. This one is called Julianne. I'm not talking about the vegetables that you julienne. You know, if you cook and you're a chef, you know.
Well, my fears be all uncalled for, Julianne. I gotta know. Dress yourself in silk and satin, put some ribbons in your hair, but don't say you're gonna leave me. It's more than I can bear. Going at your night of dancing if you like this country song. But when all the fun is over, Julianne, come on home. Say you're gonna leave me, it's more than I can bear. Going at night and dancing if you like those country songs. But when all the fun is over, Julianne, come on home.
I'm going to do something that you don't hear too often on Polka Saturday Night. I'm going to step aside for some ads from our sponsors. That's right. It's like force feeding people, you know. I have to sit there and say, play the commercials. But that's okay. I love those guys. We'll be back with more music right after this. It's the Monday morning edition of Morning Madness here with your sarcastic bastard. That's right. Coming to you from Central New Jersey. More music coming up for you right after these messages. Don't go anywhere.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
This is Hank of the Polka Family Band. You are listening to Morning Madness with Kevin Kurdziel on Polka Radio.
Helping your inner circle prepare for emergencies can start in many ways. Put together an emergency kit with Wipewall. Create a family communication plan with your tita. Remind Bai to keep a backup battery charged. It all starts with a simple step, telling those you care about to be ready for the worst. So start a conversation and plan for emergencies together. Get more tips at ready.gov/start. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Forget the coffee. We've got the concertina. You're locked into Morning Madness with Kevin Kurdziel.
I don't know if you should forget the coffee, but we do like some concertina, that's for sure. Brand new from Jimmy Motica. It's been out about a month now. Here's a song that he sings with his wife, one called Send a Message to My Heart. And we are here, ladies and gentlemen, for better or for worse till 8:30, so stick around.
Send a message to my heart on the wings of the wind. Let me hear your sweet voice saying, you'll be home with me again, even though we're apart. I hold your memory. Send a message to my heart. You'll soon be home with me, darling. When I'm on the road, tell me, do you think of me? Does my name touch your lips? Am I still in your dreams?
Do your arms reach out for mine in the still of the night? Do you wish that I was with you when you turn out the light?
Send a message to my heart on the wings of the wind. Let me hear your sweet voice saying, you'll be home with me again, even though we're apart. I hold your memory. Send a message to my heart. You'll soon be home with me.
All these times you're on the road makes me realize just how empty this whole world is without you in my life.
The day will be here soon. I'll hold you in my arms. Here's a message to your heart. I'll soon be home with you. Send a message to my heart on the wings of the wind. Let me hear your sweet voice saying, you'll be home with me again, even though we're apart. I hold your memory. Send a message to my heart. You'll soon be home with me.
Jimmy Motica, along with his wife on the vocal there, one called Send a Message to My Heart. Hey, if I was recording a CD, I would say there's a message in my fart. Don't tempt me, folks. I might do it. Ricky, you're going to love this one. It's TBC, the 7-piece version with Eddie Shivitz on tenor sax. One called Mushroom Polka. Dave Wladek singing this one for us here on Morning Madness. From TBC, 7 pieces, a little bit of saxophone in there. Yeah, nice stuff. That's a polka quickie. For Teresa Jenka, her daily dose of scrubby. And some of you might be doing this in bed right now, up and down.
Siadłali mnie karmoj, ty masz mnie, dziewczyno, szalnuj ze mnie, szalnuj, ty masz mnie, dziewczyno, szalnuj ze mnie, szalnuj. Co dole, na samym lepisku, chciałem ją całować, dostałem po pisku, chciałem ją całować, dostałem po pisku. Co każda panienka jednego lubiła, co każda panienka jednego lubiła. Z góry jest na doli mnie karmoj, ty masz mnie, dziewczyno, szalnuj ze mnie, szalnuj, ty masz mnie, dziewczyno, szalnuj ze mnie, szalnuj.
Just telling Ricky Korkowski on YouTube, I was like, yeah, he was like, this is a great album. I'm like, yeah, it defined a polka generation, really did. Livewire 1 and Livewire 2, a tremendous recording. I still remember, I was like 12 or 13 years old when I was at that recording session, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It was packed. The hall was packed. There was several inches of snow on the ground, and it didn't bother people. The roads were marginal at best, I think, on that night, and it was a late not late winter, it was an early spring snowstorm out there in Buffalo, but it didn't stop anybody. People came out, and people were like, hey, I'm not going to miss this one, Dynatone's recording live. And of course, it became, that recording became very iconic in polka music, and it's still holding strong today. So today, ladies and gentlemen, is Babe Ruth Day. So why don't you go out and also get a Babe Ruth candy bar, right? It's also Morse code day. So tap, tap, dot, dot. And this is my favorite. It's prime rib day today. Now, I've cut down a lot on beef, but, you know, a good prime rib, you can't go wrong with a good prime rib. And, you know, I even like to eat a little bit of the fat too. So the dirty little secret there. And it's also Tell a Story Day. So, you know, on this show, I like to tell stories from time to time. So who knows, maybe we'll have one come up for you a little bit later on. I was reminiscing on Saturday night, Polka Saturday night with Jimmy and Tara. I called into the show, and Jimmy has some great stories. And like, I just think Jimmy and I could probably cover a 2-hour show with not playing any music, but just telling stories. So maybe one of these days we'll get a, like they used to do the ABC after school specials. Well, we'll do something like that here on Polka Radio. It might not be after school, but it might have to be after midnight, just to, you know, make sure that we're not offending anybody. And then, you know, hey, sometimes these stories, you never know which way they go, right? So it's always interesting when you talk to fellow polka musicians and you share your road warrior stories, right, from being on the road for so many years. But speaking of that, here's a band that I had the opportunity to perform with for several years. It's the Polka Family Band. We're going to listen to one right now called Turn to Him. And this is off of the Family's We Are a Family recording. I'm going to say good morning to Andrew Christopolsky. I think he's listening this morning, checking in from the Miami, Florida area.
Always festive, always fun. Polka Radio, the latest trend in polka music.
That's right, we are the latest trend. I would say, hey, Brian, how are we trending? It sounds important, but it really doesn't mean shit. Hey, you got to talk business, right? Here's one called I Will Sing, Sing, Sing from the Bison Family. Some inspirational polka music here on Polka Radio, and Morning Madness Breakfast with the Bastard Week could certainly use some inspiration. Boy, was it a crazy weekend, especially on Saturday evening, the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And of course, a suspect opened fire outside the Washington Hilton during the White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday night. President Trump was there and other dignitaries were present. The president and First Lady Melania Trump and attendees were safe. The suspect was detained and has been identified as Cole Thomas Allen. So they always include the middle name. Do you ever notice that when somebody is involved in an incident like this, it's always the three names? So anyway, but I do have to mention this because so when I saw this going down, I didn't realize at first. They just said it was at the Washington Hilton, and there's several Hiltons in Washington D.C., but this particular one is the one in DuPont, or in the DuPont Circle area, where, believe it or not, was the hotel where President Reagan was almost assassinated, where there was an attempt on his life back in the 1980s. Well, I've been at that hotel many times. I've attended the National Association of Workforce Board Directors conference, usually at the end of March, and so I know that hotel very well. And they have a very big ballroom. I think it's the biggest ballroom for a hotel in Washington D.C. But as I was watching the video unfold, I recognize every single piece of video there in terms of the location of where this occurred at the hotel. So the ballroom, just to give you an idea, like you normally walk into the hotel on the ground floor, the ballroom is actually one level below. So I would imagine that they had the metal detectors set up somewhere, probably either downstairs after you got off the elevator or the escalator, or maybe even before you headed downstairs. Not sure, but it looks like it was downstairs because the guy just ran, and he was like a bolt of lightning, just running through there, and almost knocked over a couple of Secret Service agents, and they immediately drew their weapons. So it was interesting to see the video. And I will just say this, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to get too political here, but there are people posting on Facebook saying, "Oh, this is a fake thing. It was staged. It was whatever." Listen, if you have proof of that, then show us the proof. But people post this and they're like, they just dropped a bomb, like, "Hey, this was fake. This was to get Donald Trump more, popularity," or whatever it was. Whatever, ladies and gentlemen. If you have proof to show that, then post the proof. But if not, keep your damn mouth shut. That's all I'm going to have to say. And with that, I don't want him to shut his mouth, but we're going to bring you some information right now from John Gouda and Grala. Maybe not a good segue, but John will get us back on track here. He's going to tell us about a big cruise coming up at the end of the year.
Hello, Polka friends. This
Hi,
is
John.
Gouda inviting you to join me along with Eddie Foreman, Robbie Piatkowski, Jack Beachley, Bob Friedrich, Jeff Jaś, Richie Żebrowski, John Cheplik, Bob Wojtowicz, and other musicians for a Western Caribbean polka cruise on Norwegian Cruise Line's Epic ship. December 6th to the 13th, 2026. We'll fly to Orlando and take the shuttle to Cape Canaveral to board the NCL Epic cruise liner. Fantastic prices. Please check it out on our website, johngora.com. You'll find complete details and options for this epic cruise, December 6th to the 13th, 2026. Don't wait. Check it out, johngora.com. That's johngora.com.
Sail away with
John sounds so relaxed on that commercial. I don't know, just like it does, like it relaxes you a little bit the way he's talking. I don't know. It sounds like he's whispering almost. It's like ASMR with John Gouda. Maybe he's on TikTok. Here we go. One called "Go Home Girl" from John Gouda and Gorale.
Napijmy się, chłopcy, razem wina. Niech pije kawaler i dziewczyna. Ty, dziewczyno, idź do domu. Nie daj się całować byle komu. Ty, dziewczyno, idź do domu. Nie daj się całować byle komu. Przenieś mnie, konisiu, przez te kresy, bo mnie tu w tych stronach nic nie cieszy. Cieszyło mnie, a teraz nie. Miałam kochaneczka, porzucił mnie. Cieszyło mnie, a teraz nie. Miałam kochaneczka.
Mondays suck.
Tam go na drodze ktoś już czekał. Czekała go panieneczka, co była już dawno bez wianeczka. Czekała go panieneczka, co była już dawno bez wianeczka.
Some live G-Notes right now, taking it back to the, this was like around the early to mid-1980s. Alexandra's on the east side of Buffalo. Used to be a gas station, then they expanded the building and made it into a restaurant. I Promise My Girl. Polkas on Bay 2. I was at this gig, but I can picture it when the bands used to play at Alexandra's. They used to set up in front of the front window, so you would see some of the homeless people walking by when you played. It was kind of interesting. You used to see a lot of interesting folks peeping into the window, steaming up the window with their big nostrils. Yeah, the building that was Alexandra's is still there. It's a construction company now. They sell windows and doors out of that building. If they only knew the polka history there. So we're going to take a couple of minutes to bring you messages from our sponsors. I also like to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, check out our merch page. Go to polkaradio.org and click on the tab that says Polka Radio Merch or something like that. And also, that gives you the opportunity to donate to our wonderful network tax-deductible donation by clicking on the tab that says Buy Us a Coffee. And you can make a donation of any amount, either recurring or one-time donation to the network. Once again, Buy Us a Coffee. And I could use another cup of coffee, so I think while these messages are playing, I'm going to go make myself another cup of Joe. Who the hell is Joe? I guess it was Joe DiMaggio, right? I don't know. He used to do those Mr. Coffee commercials. What a loser. These guys, man, when they were athletes back in the day, they really didn't make a lot of money. But we're going to bring you more music after this. Stick around. You're listening to Morning Madness. It's Breakfast with the Bastard. That's right. Breakfast with the Bastard. You know what they say? You have breakfast with the Bastard. Don't choke. You could choke on sarcasm.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Polka Radio, your internet destination for the finest polka music.
Raz taki bronek, co miał 2 kołanki, jedno na wieczory, drugo na poranki, jedno na wieczory, drugo na poranki. Wycałam go pierwsza z rumieńców kolorem, powiedz, że mi bronił, co robić wieczorem, powiedz, że mi bronił, co robić wieczorem. Oh yeah! Cała się druga dużo malowana, powiedz, pronuś mi by co ty robisz rano, powiedz, pronuś mi by co ty robisz rano. Rano po śniadaniu parę godzin robię, potem, że cały dzień ja myślę o tobie, potem, że cały dzień ja myślę o tobie. Hey!
two girlfriends.
And good morning to you, Danusha Gouda. That's right, Diane Gouda. She's telling me John's on his way back from a road trip this weekend, and we're going to play something from Jerry Kaminsky's Merrymakers right now, live lick. One called Looking for a Sweetheart. Good morning, Danusha. And John, he's probably back on the road again. Steve Kaminsky and the Dream Team, Jenna Lubera on the vocal. I had a brain fart there.
Look around, tell me what you see. I can feel the sunshine beating down on me. You ask me what you wanna do, I'll tell you what I say. I don't really mind, just keep those clouds away. Driving round through the city, destination unknown. Placed an order for iced coffee. Single order for one. You were laughing in the corner, 'cause you knew I'd be there. I had to add more to my order. Sipping on our drinks, going anywhere. Take a look around, tell me what you see. I can feel the sunshine beating down on me. You ask me what you wanna do, I'll tell you what I say. I don't really mind, just keep those clouds away. Ended up somewhere downtown. Got in line for ice cream. Took a walk to the playground.
Called Sunshine. That's Jenna Libera on the vocal right there with Steve Kaminsky's Dream Team. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the debate of the morning. Should you rinse your dishes before putting them in the dishwasher? So, ChatGPT says you usually shouldn't rinse dishes before putting them in the dishwasher. So I hope my wife is listening, because she's always, you got to rinse that. But a lot of times you don't really need to, because it says here that modern detergents and machines work better when there's some food residue, and pre-rinsing wastes water. So there you go. If you want to save water, just put the dishes in the dishwasher. Just scrape off, like the very large food scraps before loading. But a quick rinse only helps if food is stuck on, or dishes that were sitting for a long time. So there you have it. If you eat and you clear the table, you could put those dishes right in the dishwasher. So I hope I cleared that up for many of you people out there. And I think this is a male versus female thing. I'm not sure, but I would almost guess that guys will just throw the shit in the dishwasher, and believe it or not, apparently that's the way to do it. Music right now from Crusade featuring Eddie Biegai. Not sure if he loads the dishwasher or not, but here's one called Take in Her Hand.
Well, her smile was painted on. You could tell the spark was gone. You could hear the conversation going back. Then she turned and looked away. I had nothing left to say. I betrayed the last emotion that I had. I should have taken her hand and sat her right down, taking her hand and left nothing to doubt. If I could make her see, if I had another chance, I would sit her right down. Should have taken her hand. Was I dreaming on that day? Did I throw my chance away? Should have known that the odds were pretty long. Was she waiting for a sign? Did she think that I was blind? Should have known that I'd miss her when she's gone. I should have taken her hand and sat her right down, taking her hand and left nothing to doubt. If I could make her see, if I had another chance, I would sit her right down. Should have taken her hand.
Crusade featuring Eddie Biegai, mostly Randy Kraske on the vocal there, but Eddie jumps in. And I was going to say that this song is not played too often, but now I know why.
Sat her right down, taking her hand and left nothing to doubt. If I could make her see, if I had another chance, I would sit her right down. Should have taken her hand, taken her hand. Yeah, right. I should have taken her hand. I should have taken.
Hey, they all can't be hits, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, take it easy.
Always festive, always fun. Polka Radio. The latest trend in polka music.
Oh, here's another song that kicks some ass. When I came across this recording, I was like, where the hell was it? Because I never got it when it first came out. But here's something called My Sophie from the Music Company.
Zosiu, moja Zosiu, choć powiem ci coś, powiem, że cię kocham i serce me oddam. Zosiu, czy kochasz mnie? Powiedz mi, nie bój się. Ja kocham cię, ty mnie, bo ożenimy się.
Yeah, we're at the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, so we have 30 minutes to go here on the program. Bringing you another live lick right now, once again for Ricky Korkowski out there in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yeah, he keeps all the tourists well hydrated. And we're going to feature a song right now from the news called Take a Chance. Tommy Wonderlick on the vocal.
I think we ought to take a chance on love. I really think that we could make it, and we look so good together. I think we ought to take a chance on love. It might last a day, but then again, it just might last forever. I think we ought to take a chance on love. We have so many things in common, and we'll share our dreams forever. I think we ought to take a chance on love. Let's take that first step on our journey, and we'll walk life's road together. Just like it lasts forever. I think we ought to take a chance on love. We have so many things in common, and we'll share our dreams forever. I think we ought to take a chance on love. Let's take that first step on our journey, and we'll walk life's road together.
Some Versatones from 1982, recorded outside of Buffalo, New York. And this is one called Near the Shore. It's a great tune. And, of course, every tune that Eddie does, man, can't go wrong. He never had a bad one.
Niedaleko jeziora stała młoda dziewczyna, a przy tej dziewczynie w tej pięknej dolinie nucą sobie ptasz w głowie. A przy tej dziewczynie w tej pięknej dolinie nucą sobie ptasz w głowie. Nie są to ci ptaszkowie i no kawalerowie, co sobie przywodzą do jednej dziewczyny tam w zielonym Dąbrowie. Co sobie przywodzą do jednej dziewczyny tam w zielonym Dąbrowie. Jeden mówi kochaj mnie, drugi mówi bądź moja, a trzeci się pyta, serduszko kochane, czemu żeś mi tak smutna? A trzeci się pyta, serduszko kochane, czemu żeś mi tak smutna? Opowiem wam wolno, wszystkich trzech chłopców kocham, który najładniejszy, który jest fajniejszy, temu serce swoje dom. Który najładniejszy, który jest fajniejszy, temu serce swoje dom.
Eddie Blazonczyk and the Versatones live, 1982, Elma, New York, right outside of Buffalo, just east of the city. That's right. Get your compasses out. I'm going to bring you some bootleg Wally Dombrowski now. Probably taking you back to, I would say, the early to mid 1990s. He did a solo project, which is kind of just like a test run, probably on 4-track cassette, I would imagine. Here's one called Tell Me Why.
The days will get lonely as I sit and cry, and wonder why my one and only said her last goodbye. She showed me in her eyes that the tears would never flow. She told me by her eyes that our love would never grow. Tell me why, please tell me why. Why your love could seem so simple then just die. Oh, tell me why, please tell me why. Why can't you be my one and only one more time? Dreaming of the times when you know I loved you so. I wonder why it always seems so fine for me. Yet your lonely heart had held all the pain and misery. Tell me why, please tell me why. Why love could seem so simple and just die. Oh, please tell me why, please tell me why. Why can't you be my one and only one more time? One more time. Let's go.
Join Little Yash and Christine Murray Saturday mornings for Polka Magic, right here on Polka Radio from 9 a.m. until noon.
It's polka magic. It's something deep inside your soul that makes you love it so. It's polka magic.
There's some vintage TPM right now. Weeping Willows Cry, WWC for short. I don't know. I never saw Willows Cry, but I guess that's why they're called Weeping.
I thought I'd seen it all, yet I know I can't recall a sign of love so rare. Can there still be something there? And the rain begins to fall, that's the beauty of it all, as the rainbow fills the sky. Then the birds begin to fly, still that weeping willow cries over you, over you. I know not what I see when I looked up at that tree, so I say a little prayer. Can there still be something there? And the rain begins to fall, that's the beauty of it all, as the rainbow fills the sky, and the birds begin to fly, still that weeping willow cries over you, over you. No matter how I try, I know that I will cry, for you're gone and that's not fair. Your love I feel is there, and the rain begins to fall, that's the beauty of it all, as the rainbow fills the sky, and the birds begin to fly, still that weeping willow cries over you, over you.
Girls Cry from Toledo Polka Motion. So as you know, President Trump tells jokes here on the show every so often, and people were asking me like, hey, how's he doing? Is he going to come back and tell jokes? He's in great spirits, and he's stopping by right now.
Kevin, an old lady walked up to an old man at the retirement home and said, if you drop your pants, I bet I can guess your age. So the man drops his pants, and she says, you're 83. You're right. Man excitedly responds, how could you tell? She smiles, looks at the man, and says, you told me yesterday.
Bring another one from that new CD by Jimmy Motica, and it's called The Way Life Should Be, so I'll leave that open to interpretation. Here's a song called You're the One. Messages coming up right after this.
You're the one I love with all my heart. You're the one I can never be apart. You're the one who always makes me smile. You're the one who makes my life worthwhile. You're the one whose love feels oh so right. You're the one I dream of every night. You're the one I need here by my side. You're the one who keeps me satisfied. You're the one I want to see first every morning. You're the one I want to see last every evening. You're the one I know is my best friend. You're the one on whom I can depend. You're the one I need here in my life. You're the one I'm blessed with for my wife. You're the one that I will love forever. I thank God for bringing us together.
The Way Life Should Be, the name of the brand new recording by Jimmy Motica. It's been out about a month now, and getting a lot of positive reviews. We get a lot of requests for music from this recording. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for us to step aside. You have your web browser locked and loaded to polkaradio.org. You can also listen to us via TuneIn Radio, Odyssey, and iHeartRadio, along with our own Polka Radio app, which you can load to your telephone, your smartphone, I should say telephone. That's outdated.
Helping your inner circle prepare for emergencies can start in many ways. Put together an emergency kit with WipeWall. Create a family communication plan with your tita. Remind Bai to keep a backup battery charged. It all starts with a simple step, telling those you care about to be ready for the worst. So start a conversation and plan for emergencies together. Get more tips at ready.gov/start. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
What is dedication?
I am the father of a 9-year-old little girl and a 6-year-old little boy. And I find fatherhood both relentlessly challenging and relentlessly rewarding. My daughter is biological and my son is adopted. I love them both so much, from the morning when you wake up to putting them to bed at night and every moment in between. It really is so special, and boy, is it exhausting. One thing that I fear about being a parent is the future for my children. I think a parent's job is to protect our children, but also prepare them for the world so they become good, kind human beings. But I'm also hopeful that the future holds a more inclusive and compassionate world for them.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
If you're worried your friend may be struggling, remember, you don't have to be there to be there.
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You can ask on your couch while you binge watch.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the JED Foundation.
The Bayway Polish Club and the Polish Cultural Foundation proudly present their May Polka celebration on Sunday, May the 17th, featuring polka legend Jimmy Sturr and his orchestra dancing from 2 until 6 p.m. at the Polish Cultural Foundation, 177 Broadway in Clark, New Jersey. They'll have a really great Polish kitchen and a cash bar available. Don't bring a bottle, don't bring food. Please bring cash. Credit and debit is not accepted. For information and table reservations, please call or text Mike Nemyetz, 201-694-2330. Once again, Jimmy Sturr and the orchestra at the Polish Cultural Foundation, 177 Broadway in Clark, New Jersey on Sunday, May the 17th from 2 until 6 p.m. Get in touch with Mike Nemyetz for information and table reservations for 8 people or more. 201-694-2330. Please visit our website, baywaypolishclub.club.
Get your polka fix anytime, anywhere. Polka Radio.
Now we're going to listen to Frankie Lishka sing One with the Boys now. It seems like he dominates our show, but you know what? He's got some great music out between TBC and the Boys and Blue Magic. Here's one called Stop the World and Let Me Off.
Stop the world and let me off. I'm tired of going round and round. I played the game of love and lost. So stop the world and let me off. My dreams are shattered, don't you see? One I love has set me free. I miss the wonders of her kiss. How could she leave me here like this? Stop the world and let me off. I'm tired of going round and round. I played the game of love and lost. So stop the world and let me off. My dreams are shattered, don't you see? You no longer care for me. I miss the wonders of your kiss. How could you leave me here like this? Stop the world and let me off. I'm tired of going round and round. I play the game of love and lost. So stop the world and let me off.
Amazing.
One, two, three, four.
And we're going to spend the rest of today having a party with Lenny Gomolka and Chicago Push.
Having a party, dancing to the music played by the DJ on the radio. Cokes are in the icebox, popcorn's on the table. Me and my baby, we're at it on the floor, dancing to the music. So Mr. DJ, keep those records playing, 'cause I'm having such a good time.
ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close to that time when we have to say goodbye, but not farewell, because we will be here tomorrow once again, 7 a.m., bright and early. And we'll bring you some honky-style polka music now from Jimmy Killian and Frankie Barrent. This one is called Sweet Bippy. What's on your Bippy this morning?
There was a girl named Skippy with freckles on her pippy. Men all stare and women giggle when they see that pippy wiggle. Three cheers for Skippy's pippy. Men all stare and women giggle when they see that pippy wiggle. Three cheers for Skippy's pippy. When Skippy goes out walking, everyone's looking, talking. Look her over, oh my golly, she's got dimples on her jolly, but you should see her pippy. Look her over, oh my golly, she's got dimples on her jolly, but you should see her pippy. Wait a la.
I don't know if I like the song Honky Style, but it's good. It's good. Hey, everything. You can't bellow shake on everything, right? I could. Once again, honky style polka music, Jimmy Killian, Frankie Barrent, one called Sweet Bippy. And ladies and gentlemen, looking at the clock, it looks like it's time for us to wrap things up here on Polka Radio and Morning Madness. But I will be back once again tomorrow, 7 a.m. I'll be here every day this week. Of course, Morning Madness comes your way 7 to 8:30, Monday through Fridays, right here on your source for polka music and entertainment, Polka Radio. And we'll close out with Change of Pace right now. This one called Hopscotch Polka, taking us out with an instrumental. Have a great day, everybody, and get the week started off on a positive note. Everybody on YouTube, thanks for watching, and hope you'll join me once again tomorrow. It's always a pleasure sharing a cup of coffee with you in the morning. Morning Madness was produced at Associate Studios CNJ by Joe Stack. All rights reserved. Thanks, Joe.
Okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
We've got the squeeze box. You bring the enthusiasm. Polka Radio.